Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on iStarly TV. As you can see, this is a bit of a different video playing a very different game, but I wanted to post a video here because, well, I just played the ARMS Global Testpunch, I believe it's called, on the Nintendo Switch, which premiered today. It's basically the demo for this new game ARMS, and believe it or not, I actually had a lot of fun with it. I wasn't expecting to enjoy this game as much as I did, but after playing with it for an hour, because they let you play it for an hour, basically trying out all the modes, I think I'm sold on it, and I think there's a good chance I might get it. It comes out in a few weeks. I think in a little less than a month it will come out. I think in about 2 weeks, and it is a multiplayer game, or it can be multiplayer, and it's just a fighting game, but the gimmick here is that there's characters with really long arms. The name of the game is stupid. I thought this game looked kind of stupid at first. I just thought, well, it looks kind of basic, doesn't look like fun. And there was a Nintendo Direct, I think, this past week, and I ignored it. I didn't even bother looking at it because I didn't think this game interested me. But today I figured I would try this demo out, and it ended up being, like I said, a lot more awesome than I thought it would be. So it lets you test out, I believe, 6 or 7 of the characters. I'm not watching the footage right now, I'm just kind of recording. I'm doing a post commentary, but off the top of my head, I think it lets you test out like 6 to 8 different characters. I don't remember the exact number, and they each have different arms, different types of kind of weapons that they can use, and that's kind of cool too. You can choose for each character you choose, they all have their different strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, some are faster than others, some are more powerful but slower. You know, they all have kind of different skills and abilities, and for that, it makes it seem like just a pretty traditional fighting game, which I actually like. I really like fighting games. I know Dieter and I have enjoyed those all in the past. And you get to try out their different arms, and there are also different modes. It's not just like in a boxing ring punching each other until one of you is dead. There are different kind of maps and arenas that offer, you know, different elements of gameplay. And then there's also different modes altogether. There's 1 versus 1, there's 2 versus 2, which is basically like on teams. There's a free-for-all mode, which is crazy and also kind of weird, but it can be a lot of fun if things work out in your favor. And there's also like this weird volleyball mode where literally it's volleyball, but because you have huge arms, you can kind of do some crazy things with it. I actually enjoyed that mode. I actually enjoyed all of the modes. And after that last hour, or after playing for an hour, I thought to myself, like, wow, that was a lot of fun. So I've seen a lot of comments online of people who didn't like the free-for-all mode because it's kind of unfair, and I see the argument there. People were also saying that the volleyball mode was kind of stupid or boring. Again, I liked all of the modes. I really enjoyed every minute of this, and I actually ended up doing decently. I started out kind of iffy, you know, as you will when you start out a new game. You kind of have to learn the controls, especially a game that's as demanding as this one, where you have to kind of press buttons quickly. Like all fighting games require a lot of, like, you know, acute timing when you're pressing buttons, and you have to kind of know what your next move is going to be and certain inputs and all that. I've never been that great at fighting games, but with this one I kind of caught on fairly quickly and really enjoyed it, and I started winning a lot of my matches. The controls are also really interesting because it's the Nintendo Switch. You can play in handheld mode, which I think is great. You can also play with the Pro Controller and with the Joy-Con grip. You can also play with just one Joy-Con, so if you have like a friend over, that can be cool. And then there's the motion controls, which I think seem like they could be a lot of fun. And I tried those for the first like 3 or 4 matches, and nothing was working. Like, I was trying to move, and it wasn't moving. Like, I had to exit out of the menu a couple times, and just so I could go and read the controls, just to make sure I was doing it right. And for some reason, you know, I was trying to move to the left and to the right, and it just wasn't working for me. I don't know why. Maybe I was doing something wrong, or I don't know, something went wrong there, but I tried several times to make those motion controls work, and they didn't, so I just ended up switching to the regular controller mode, and that worked out really well for me, and I had a lot of fun, and I kind of started learning how to kind of do some neat tricks and all that. So yeah, those are my first thoughts. The Global Test Fire is live for this weekend. That's May 26th through, I think, like May 28th or May 29th. I don't know exactly what day it ends. I'll post a link in the description to all of the days that you can play. So basically, for wherever you are in the world, there will be a time when you can try this game out. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. I lived on the West Coast, and so, you know, it was live at 5 p.m. for me today, and then tomorrow it's going to be live at 5 a.m., 11 a.m., and 5 p.m. again. So there will be 3 times to try it out. And so I think they're doing that, and I think it's great that they're doing that, because it basically means that, like, if you have work or if you're busy at one point in the day, there's a good chance that you'll get to try it out at some point in the day. So I'm super excited. Now I'm just going to kind of show some footage of some of the games I had. Like I said, I started getting better towards the end, which was kind of awesome. I will try to play again tomorrow. I'm not going to wake up at 5 in the morning just to play, but I'll probably try to play at 11 a.m. and then maybe again at 5 p.m. if I'm not busy. And if I have some more crazy matches, maybe I'll record some of those. I'll try to do some live commentary, because I thought that I was just going to be doing the motion controls and just punching a lot. I didn't think that it would be, a great idea to do some commentary while I was playing. But maybe if I try to just do like the handheld mode or just the regular controller mode, maybe tomorrow I can do some live commentary. If you're all interested. If you are interested, let me know. I do think, like I said, that I will be buying this game when it comes out on June 16th, I believe, because I had a lot of fun, and I think that this will be a lot of fun to play with friends, play with Dieter, maybe if Dieter is interested in trying it. It might take some convincing, but he was hesitant about Splatoon, and he ended up loving that one too. And I'm also super excited for Splatoon 2 in July. Anyways, like I said, I hope you enjoy this footage. If you did, let me know. And basically from here on out, I'll probably just be turning the volume up. Hopefully that doesn't like copyright the game. Maybe I'll put some background music instead of just putting up the volume, because Nintendo's weird about their copyright stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the footage. I'm going to try to piece together some of the better games that I had and maybe some of the crazier ones, and you can get a good mix. So those are my thoughts on ARMS for the Nintendo Switch, the Global Testpunch, which came out today, May 26, 2017. I had a lot of fun. I'll probably be trying it again soon. And if you have a Nintendo Switch, I highly encourage you to try it out for yourself.